world-renowned hip-hop artist. He's also a boxing fan, and he saw the vision. And really, this partnership with Win Records is not only about Claressa making record-breaking money and elevating the sport of women's boxing, it's also about bringing culture, hip-hop, and boxing together and staging incredible events that the world has not seen before.
Why isn't nobody in here?
Oh,
there they go.
The Auto Show. It is an unusual place to hold a boxing press conference, but it is intentional, unusual and intentional. Detroit has been home to the auto industry. It's also been home to boxing. Some of the greatest fighters in the sport, Joe Louis, Tommy Hearns, and many others, have been born and fought here in Detroit. And then both the auto industry and boxing took a break at the top. But Detroit is known as America's greatest comeback city. And what better way to let the world know we arrived than by staging an undisputed heavyweight world championship fight between two champions. I also want to thank Franchon Crews, her husband Glenn, and her manager Peter Kahn. Franchon signed on the dotted line. She's one of the best female fighters in the world. She's a two-time world champion. She has got here the hard way. She's really beaten the best fighters in the sport. Just a few wins ago, she beat Shadasia Green, and she is really the best available contender and champion in the sport to fight Claressa Shields. She's definitely a future Hall of Famer. Let's give it a Franchon. Claressa Shields across the ring. Her resume is really second to none. There's no man or woman in the sport who has fought and beaten as many champions and top contenders as Claressa Shields. When we first started working together in 2017, Claressa said, Dimitri, I'll sign with you to make the biggest and the best fights. And it's been that. Every one of our fights has been the biggest and the best. Several years ago, Claressa Shields flew thousands of miles away from home to London to defeat her rival, Savannah Marshall, in front of 20,000 people that in the beginning of the fight were rooting against her, but at the end of the fight were supporting her and rooting for her. Then she came back home and it was time to do a homecoming. And we met with Lee and Howard Handler, and Claressa opened the door after decades of inactivity to World Championship Boxing here in Detroit. And to be honest with you, the last several events at Little Caesars were that. They were Claressa Shields events. This is the first time that it's a fight. It's a real fight that she's fighting a legitimate, bona fide future Hall of Famer, Franchon Crews. Claressa is also a trendsetter, and like Ford established the assembly line in the auto industry, Claressa is the first woman ever in the history of the sport to be the main event on Hulu cable television. And she really opened up the door and assembly line of possibility for women around the world, not just in boxing, but in sports. And it takes these great individuals that use their platform for Claressa's boxing to take society to the next level. And all of this lines up to one of the biggest events of the year, February 22nd, at Little Caesars Arena, live on DAZN, the undisputed heavyweight world title between two of the best fighters in the world. Ali Frazier, Tyson Spinks, Holly Bowe, Lewis Tyson, Claressa Shields-Dezurn. It is that. It is the undisputed heavyweight world title. Those that are in Detroit were almost sold out. It's really incredible. But those that got a ticket, that can get a ticket, save it because it's going to be collector's items. And those that can't make it, make sure you subscribe to DAZN, the world leader of boxing, and watch it. It's going to be a spectacular, fantastic, incredible night of boxing. Thank you so much. See you in February.
The one and only Dimitri Salita. Ladies and gentlemen, our fighters are here, but the fighters did not come by themselves. Glenn, we thank you so much, my brother, for being here with your wife, but more importantly, showing us what that good black love looks like. And we appreciate you for that. Papoose, we thank you as well for showing that good black love and what that good black love looks like.
I love you.
That's real. Okay? Because win or lose, both of these women have got to go home with someone who cares far beyond us as fans. It's going to be that good of a time.
Drink, I'm gonna call y'all when I'm done.
I hope that you all are enjoying the auto show. We want to take this opportunity to thank the auto show for helping us to do what we have been doing. This is the right stage for both Franchon as well as Claressa. And I'm glad that all of you are here and all the people who are working behind the scenes and all the local stations that are taking their place. You know I love you, Channel 4. You get that job done because you're on the time. And she doesn't miss it. Franchon doesn't miss it. They know who's following them. They know their social media. You, being here today, you have a tremendous responsibility to tell everyone that you know that the date of celebration, the date of commemoration, the date of excellence in seeing something the world has never seen, and that is a two-time Olympic champion, a multiple champion in divisions, a three-time undisputed champion, and the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. It is, like Dimitri said, a competitive fight. At this time, I want to bring to the microphone the gentleman that I just spoke of and how he feels about this new venture, because he's the talker. And Glenn, if you want to talk as well, I knew what was going on. So I already know. Glenn's like, nah, dude, I'm cool. I'm co-standing, brother. It's all good. Papoose, come on up, man, and talk your talk about this fight. And put it down. Come on down to play games with the blind.
How y'all feeling today? Hey, look, I'm with Claressa Shields. To spend time wisely is a skill. Doing everything that losers won't, but winners will. We ain't chasing the good time. We just sit and chill. Eating, watching Michael B. Jordan. That movie Sin is ill. When the love is genuine, you can tell it's a different feel. Babyface was right on that song. She got that whip appeal. Stole my heart like a ball player. I'm getting steals, and I pay for it in full. We don't split the bill, and I pay for it in full.
Okay, we'll split the bill. Yeah.
Nah, this shit is real. I'm so allergic to fake people. I need some Benadryl. She fights for the people. George Floyd, Emmett Till, Olympic winner, first female boxer to get a bill.
Okay. Woo.
February 22nd, they gonna take a spill. Buying tickets now, support. We ain't getting deals. Hey, look, y'all, that's all I got to say.
Clock it.
You know what you got to say? You know, when I looked at the fight date, I said, February the 22nd. I said, I'm going to leave church and then I'm going to go to a fight. Lord have mercy. But I'm going to be praying. It's the best fight that I've ever seen. And the reason why it's going to be the best fight I've ever seen is that the young lady who's about to come up is from my hometown. She says she's from a lot of places, but she has been in my hometown of Baltimore, Maryland. And I'm telling you right now, we know how to throw hands in Baltimore, Maryland. And I'm telling you right now that she has never seen a challenge that she didn't like. I don't know about you and whether or not you know the history, but she fought her in her first pro fight. Gave her first L. But it took somebody else to give her another one, and that was Savannah Marshall. But we know how undisputed and untrue that was. Because you had to go someplace else to fight somebody not in your land, but on there. But see, God has a way of making things work. Because somebody said, who you gonna fight? Who you gonna fight next? Deja Green? You ain't gotta fight Deja Green because you took care of that. That was a boxing lesson. For all of us who know the sport, Frank Garza right there, that was a boxing lesson. And we looked at the record today and we were like, Tiffany in trouble. Everybody here. See, the one thing I do know is that at 10-2, that you've been around the world, you've been in the gym, you've seen all of the great ones. East Coast, West Coast. This lady, I was told, if she goes into a city, Glenn and they're in that city, they think they're on vacation, you looking for a gym. I've heard that, and it's just amazing. And I think we have to show Detroit love because they're friends, but they know they got business to do. And like Dimitri said, she signed her name on the dotted line because this is what she wants. In order to be great, you've got to face greatness. This is greatness. This is great. She wants it. Ladies and gentlemen, with a record of 10-2, she brings the game. She's a unified super middleweight champion of the world. Come on, everybody. Franchon Crews-Dezurn!
What's up, Detroit? What's up? And I want to give a shout out to Rhonda Walker, Detroit 4. My name is Franchon Crews-Dezurn, and I'm not forgettable. But I see you, Papoose. You up here busting a rap. We've been doing hard hits. I think I'm the only one on the stage. You got a charted hit in the UK. Y'all can stream it, that secret place. And Claressa, I'm glad we get to talk, because I know you've been doing a lot of talking on the internet. You know I love you down. I love you down. But we gotta call a spade and call it how we see it. Because I've never seen somebody complain about being the A-side. I've been super middleweight my whole career, except one fight during COVID. And to say that I've been done, I wouldn't put my belts up to fight you is ludicrous. When I've been here the whole time. I got you. You're going to be able to speak your piece. But let's clear a couple things up. All right? Not only that, you want to say that I don't know that I'm here and I'm chasing you and I'm not, I won't put my belt. That was crazy to me. Not putting my belts up. Today you don't want to put the belts up. No, you just don't want to lose weight to come fight. Because I
don't want to fight me at 168.
I've been here.
Why am I at 175? I can get a fight at 168. No, ma'am. No. Y'all got soft and did not want to fight me. Y'all tried to steal me out.
But these
y'all tried to
my
hold
heart.
out and act that way. No.
Okay.
Put your belt back. You think I'm gonna win? Take my belt and keep yours. I'm sorry. Franchon, put your belts up and then come take mine. You gonna keep all of them, right?
I'm like how Papoose like his eggs hard. Okay, so let's get that straight.
I'm glad you know I can like his egg, baby mama.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm looking forward to celebrating.
This is wild. Are they serious? Yeah, they serious. Hell yeah, they serious as hell.
Because this is an amazing fight.
No, they serious.
Just like we said, Detroit has such rich history. Not only is it the Motor City, not only is it the home for a lot of iconic boxers, let's talk about the music, right? Because music is what I'm known for as well. That's why I'm the heavy hit diva. I hit hard and I love to sing. So to have the opportunity to become Undisputed Heavyweight Champion here in front of the great people that support people with talent is an honor for me. Camp has been going amazing. I actually flew here from Florida. I've been up all night, so y'all have to forgive me. But I'm very grateful for the opportunity. Shout out to Salida. Shout out to Win Records.
I thought it was LA.
But I ain't got to be signed to your record label to win. I've been winning.
Oh, she came with bars.
It's okay.
This shit is crazy.
Shout out
This
to
shit is crazy.
Shout out to Level Up. It's just, look, I'm here.
Somebody said cut her mic off.
All gas, no brakes. Ain't nobody stopping this train. I didn't need you to become a champion. You needed me, and we worked together. So when you do speak, make sure you speak proper. Because I'm always going to be right there. No. I didn't say that. I didn't need you to become a champion. I became Undisputed on my own. We fought some of the same people, but I didn't use your name in vain. So don't talk like I'm one of the people who use your name for clout. Because if there was any time that you sent that contract, I would have signed it expeditiously. Okay? We here now. We here now. We here now.
Undisputed. 168, and I was undisputed at 160.
We could have set it up.
We could have fought then. Could have not want to fight that then. Now that's right.
Did I run?
You fought other people.
You fought other people. We just fought other people.
I ain't gonna fight over back then. You could have made way more for your purse back then. I told you that. You don't act like that. Don't act like that.
But
like that because
I
I heard that you
It's
told me you were
and it's cool.
no, but don't act like I
This is
Baby, I
for real
tried my
too.
ass.
Yeah, they for real. I ain't dead. Hell yeah, they serious as
Whatever
hell.
else
Baby,
you
she
gonna
run
give, you
weird
give it
records
back.
too. Yeah, and dude.
See, understand this, right? Like I said before, I don't need to be the loudest in the room to make the biggest impact. I stand on business on everything I do.
She never had nobody talking
He
to her
knows
shit.
anybody that can deal with me. So you don't have to like me, you don't have to root for me, but you gonna respect me. Why? Because I'm built like that. I don't care about no wins. I don't care about no losses. I fought her on my first fight. I knew what the circumstances was. I signed off the couch, and I got the emails to prove it. So to come at me like I'm not built like that, understand? I know who I am. I don't have to switch personas. I know. I've been the same back then. I'm the same now. I don't really get out my place. I don't get out of character. But y'all gotta stop playing with me to insinuate that I would ever throw a fight. The bag is not big enough. Let me clear that. Let me clear that up. I'm grateful for every opportunity, every dollar I get because I work hard for it. But you're not giving me my biggest payday. This is an opportunist fight. Because when I take your belt, then I'll get my biggest payday. But you're not gonna sit here and play with me like you're my savior, because you're not. I supported you. I supported you when you leave your whole career. And I want to do. Don't sit here and say no. I'm up here like you didn't save me. I saved myself. Nobody did it. Nobody did it. I gave you the opportunity. I turned down nobody else. And I'm still here. Then you go wrong. And wait, I'm gonna fuck you up.
On my mama, I'm fucking you up. Ooh, the fact that y'all missed this press conference, y'all crazy. Y'all should have been in the building. It's heated, guys.
You've been documented since you were 15 years old. Yes, ma'am. Okay, you know this at the end of the movie when you said USA Boxing paid you to come back. So that's you ain't protected their investment. So understand this. I respect you, Claressa. You are Claressa. You are great, and I would never shit on you. But when it's you versus me, I'm gonna be 100. Right? You feel like you can smack me,
You better not. No. 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 The hell?
All right.
That's what she wants.
We're going to ask, please.
Oh, God.
because
That's what she wants.
Around the world, there are children within the audience. We're going to ask that you.
Hey, it's a fight, guys. What do you want?
Any first words at this time? We're just going to ask you to do that. And I know that both of you are professionals. I wanted to tell a story because I can talk about you all day.
Yes, calm them down.
But before I brought you on, I wanted to tell the story. I wanted to tell the story right. I first met Claressa when I was working at WNEN in Flint, Michigan. There was a documentary movie on me. And you said, you used to be Layla Lali's ring announcer? You sure gained a lot of weight since that time. And then, I think the thing that really turned the corner for me.
No, she's ready right now.
I was in Las Vegas. I didn't know you were there. And she said, what up, though, Ronnie Duncan? I'm like, who's calling me? I'm like, covered because I had a startled look on my face.
She clocked
But I
out. She
recognize the
ain't
real.
saying it. She
And when
ain't hear
people
nothing
really
he's saying. She
need
ready to
you,
get up there and get the mic. She don't give a damn.
I love what you've done with your family. I love what you've done.
She ain't hearing none of that.
I love that you never take the blue streaks out of your hair because the water crisis hasn't gone away. And you and I have brothers and sisters up there who are still struggling.
Clock it.
I know that this fight means a lot to you. I know that coming back to Detroit means a lot to you. I know you're going to put on a show. I know that the ring walk for both Franchon as well as for Claressa will be epic. Because see, that's the only way you do it, young lady. But I want you to know that when I was watching CBS and I saw you in there and you made that announcement, I said you deserve every penny because you know what? People try to get it twisted about you. I may be older than you, but I'm gonna tell you something. If you were my daughter, I want you to work with everything that you get. Because guess what? No one gave her a thing.
Period.
She took everything that she wanted in that ring. She demanded the higher salaries. She said that I'm a free agent, and she made the right people work at the right time. I'm not afraid to say this either. My friend, my sister, I love you, ladies and gentlemen, Claressa Shields.
Woo! Slide back a little bit, mama. A little bit, mama. Just a little bit.
Got me hot.
I told you.
One, I want to thank all y'all for being here. all of my fans, my GWOAT Nation, Claressa Shields fans. I love y'all so much. Thank you. I got thanks to the promotions, thank Win Records. I'm still gonna thank Franchon because she is a hell of a fighter. And that's why I've been training 2 or 3 times a day, because I know what I'm up against. So I'm not taking her lightly. It's just the point of that I have put in a lot of work in my career, and there were no shortcuts and there were no gimmicks. There were no shortcuts and there were no gimmicks. USA Boxing paid me the same purse as the men, so I will come back and represent them way before the Olympics. 2012, I wasn't getting paid like the men, but they want me to come back in 2016. And I said, why are the men getting paid $3,000 and they've lost every tournament? And I won every tournament and I'm still getting paid $1,000. That doesn't make sense. If you guys want me to come back, pay me and all the girls on Team USA the same as you paid them, and I'll come back and represent you guys.
Woo!
I'm the reason, not to go into what you're saying, I'm the reason any woman got paid before you even came. Ask the girls, I'm gonna get, so thank you for pushing it forward. Thank you for pushing it forward, but I'm the reason women got paid anything for their mouth.
And look, she's speaking facts there. But when it came to us getting paid the same and us getting paid bonuses, I'll let USA Boxing know that's not right. I'm the only one that won a Olympic gold medal in 2012. The only. The men didn't do nothing. The girls on the team who had all the endorsements who they thought was this and that, got a bronze, a 4th place bronze. I got gold at 17 years old. That's one thing we're not ever going to do.
Clock it.
So now, just going down memory lane, getting ready for 2016, I was 26 wins, 1 loss. 1. I finished my amateur career 77 wins and 1 loss. That same loss stayed there for 4 years. I have not lost a fight in boxing since 2012. We are in 2026.
All right.
It's subjective, but
I beat everybody unanimously, or I knocked them out on everybody. I never had a close fight.
you that girl, I ain't gonna look, you that girl, go ahead, Shorty, you that girl. Look, I ain't said
I right now did her thing too in the amateurs. She was right there next to me by my side at 178 back then. I was at 105.
We good.
Did our shit, but
We good.
we're not about to mess with me. When it came to no amateur boxing, that's why I got 2 Olympic gold medals and not 1. 2 world championships. Even I had to fight the juniors because they tried to steal me out. Like, nah. So now that we're pro, talk about the work that we put in. I'm over as a 19-time world champion. 19.
Say it again.
19 world championships. I'm a champion at 5 different weight classes. Can't nobody take nothing from me. Can't nobody say I didn't earn my
You got a promoter, you got backing. I'm out here like a mixtape rapper. That's how I had to hustle, but that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
We had the same team before. Manager and promoter. I guess it just didn't work out the way it worked out.
We here, man. We good though. We back here. We here. Man,
Now we back here.
Family feud.
And I'm
Let's
gonna
get it.
do everything in my power to not only whoop Franchon like I did in our pro debut with a unanimous decision.
Because I had 2.5 week notice and I was walking your ass down that 4th round. Let's
I
go.
love that you had 2.5 weeks because I told her I didn't want to fight our pro debut. I fought her.
We did. But I saw the business.
We went 0-38 opponents for me to get a pro debut. I said, we're going to find somebody. Do not sign a contract. I don't want to fight for our pro debut. Why? Because we are the Layla Ali and Ann Wolf fight that never happened. We can make millions fighting each other down the line. I said that.
I ain't making millions now.
She said,
Give
no.
me some of that 8 million. Can I get some of that 8 million? Then I'll shut up. Let me get some of that 8 million. Since everybody think I'm throwing the fight. Since everybody think I'm a big fight.
To the blog, Franchon.
It's okay.
It's not even legal to throw fights in boxing. We know that's not true. You got to listen to the black girl.
It's okay. It's okay.
You gotta quit listening to her. She don't know nothing about boxing. She's a troll and she trolls.
Yeah. It's
It's a
okay.
troll. I get trolled every day. It is what it is. especially when they get old. It's so many of them. So I'm not about to get up here and you're not gonna blow the bag. She said smack one, see one, smack one. I'm not gonna smack Franchon. Come on now. But come February 22nd, I'm gonna punch her hardest.
All right.
Knockout.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad come February 22nd. And it's not too bad because she can't fight or nothing like that. It's just that I have elevated, I've gotten better, I'm stronger. And talk about, if I thought I was strong at 168, which I was there 5 years ago, because I went right to 160 and stayed there for a long time. Then I had to skip. Nobody wanted to fight at 60, they all had got me. 168, nobody would give me a challenge. I had to come all the way to 175 and fight against these damn giants. These damn giants who are not no walkovers. And I'm happy that Danielle Perkins is fighting on the undercard. So is Samantha Worthington fighting on the undercard, number one about 140. We got great female talents who want to be fighting. And I'm just happy that I can be a part of that and giving them a platform to fight on. Franchon, something else you said that I just want to make clear. You said that you didn't know what the promotion was going on for the fight. Last time I fought at LCA, 5 weeks before, we had 21% of the building sold out. This time with 5 weeks left, we got 41% of the building sold out. Is her mic on?
No, what we want to do is that, yeah, we got to do a Q&A.
No, that would be crazy to shut down my show that I'm working on as well as you. I said I was not in charge of promotion. I promote what I can do. I don't know the schedule for the promotion, so that won't no shot at anybody. That's just the truth.
What we're going to do right now is that you're not done.
With that being said, much respect to him, you know I love him. But with that being said, get y'all tickets to all my GWOAT fans here. Use my discount code, T-Rex10. Put it where it says unlock, not promo code, unlock. Everybody keep DMing me, asking me, use the promo code. And if anybody want to do like the meet and greets before the fight, which is like I think Thursday, Friday, make sure y'all get y'all VIPs. So thank all y'all for being here. I want to thank LCA. I want to thank Win Records Promotion. I want to thank Papoose. I want to thank Franchon. I want to thank her and her whole team. And y'all will get your money's worth on February 22nd. You're going to get a good fight. And you're going to get the best versions of both of us. So I look forward to it. And I can't wait to get off the stage and get out these hills and get back to the gym because she really got me fired up.
I told you.
Right now.
Let's hear it for Claressa Shields. At this time, I'm going to ask questions of both fighters, and if we can turn their mics on so they can respond to my questions, and then after that, we're going to open it up to members of the media, and after that, it will be a face-off of these two women who will be meeting on February 22nd at Little Caesars Arena for the Undisputed Women's Heavyweight Championship of the world. Franchon, I look at your record, and I see the 10-2, but I see 2 losses in which one is early.
Go sit down. Don't hurt yourself.
But how much has changed in you in that last time you fought in July of 2016? How much has changed in you? What are we going to see different on the 22nd?
I'm just happy. That's all. I think experience builds character, and I'm not ashamed of the 2 L's, which are lessons. Everything that happened, I had weird circumstances, but I don't want to take anything from anybody because I have ability, I have capability, and I believe in myself. And nothing worth having is not worth working hard for. So it's whatever. Like I'm not. You just learn not to think everything is going to go exactly how you want it to go. And I'm at a point in my life, it is what it is. As long as I know I do everything I'm supposed to do and I work hard, so be it.
Claressa, my question to you is this. We've seen your 17 fights. We've seen the growth in what you're doing. We've seen the speed on your jab, the up jab, the left hook. every time I see a fight, you're learning something new. What is it that she's not getting, that she's not facing the same young lady she fought in 2016, and how much have you improved?
I think I'm a lot smarter now. I think I understand professional boxing better now. From my pro debut, you know, being in the amateurs, fighting in the Olympics, we went on a point system and we wore headgear. It's like now I've had 17 fights, all with no headgear. Most of my fights have been 10 rounds. And the ones that weren't 10 rounds, I was still against heavy hitters. So I think now I can understand how to break my opponent down better now. I got patience, I turn my punches over better. And I'm way stronger than what I was. And from the time that me and Franchon first fought each other, that started back when I was 16 years old. I'm 30 now. So how she had her women's strength back then, I'm finally getting my women's strength now. So I think that's the difference. And I think that I continue to get better every fight. I think I did have a lackluster performance my last fight. And I had my shoulders torn. So it is what it is. I wanted to get out there and make my money. I knew that I could beat Lonnie with my shoulders, but if I could go back, I probably would have told him to push the fight back or something, because the way that my shoulders were, I wasn't able to let my stuff go, and I thought I should knock her out.
Final question to you, Franchon, from me. You're fighting at heavyweight for the very first time in your career. Some may say that's a disadvantage. But is it an advantage for you because even at 168, what you were walking around with, has training camp been to the point you're able to eat more? Do you feel stronger, or are you faster?
Well, I'm called the heavyweight diva for a reason, and at heavyweight, I'm coming up to middleweight, and it's different from just going by walk around weight or just putting on weight. Like, I want to train my body to be able to move with that weight and be comfortable doing it. You know what I mean? So I'm just enjoying the process. I'm honest. Like, I'm just enjoying the process and just doing what I'm supposed to do. And you'll see February 22nd.
Claressa, you've taken over the heavyweight division, and you've taken it over by storm. You're taking on a person that I know personally. You told me, if there's somebody out there which is good competition for me, it's Franchon, because you followed her career. You saw her fight against Savannah Marshall, and even though it was a loss, you were like, you did a good job. And then you saw what she did against GWOAT. Can you tell us, and I know you said it, but this is perhaps the toughest fight of your career, at least on paper, and the individual that you're fighting.
On paper, she is the best opponent for me. You know, for this fight, people kept on saying Station Green. And I'm like, well, hold up now. We're not about to overlook who I consider one of my big sisters, Franchon Crews, like she didn't beat her. And so I brought that to people's attention. People wanted to overlook it because of Franchon's style. Like, she got the upset over Shadesha, and everybody think that Shadesha is so strong, so like he's so skilled, she did, she MVP. But the truth is, Franchon Crews is and was the better fighter. So I let my team know, even they wanted to make the fight with Shadesha, and I told them, I'm like, yo, I'm not doing that because, one, I already know I'm gonna beat Shadesha up. Let's be real. But I'm like, that's not fair to overlook Franchon just because they feel like she's not a worthy opponent or she don't have to start him or she's not with a big promoter. I'm like, she's still the better fighter. And I remember when I was coming up and I had won all these belts, I think I was world champion in 2 divisions. And I'm like, I'm still not on a pound list. It's not that many of us. So when it comes to skills, when it comes to boxing, I'm like, I'm number 1. So when I let them know that, now they want to put me on there number 5, 6, 7, and then I finally became number 1. So I wanted to give Franchon Crews her flowers, and it's just so crazy that with me giving her the opportunity, somehow it done flipped to where I have a problem with her being the opponent when I'm in a position in my career where I can pick who I fight. I can even fight at nobody and still sell out elsewhere. I'm like, I want to fight against somebody that's going to be a real good fight, real tough challenge, real skill, real experience. She got more experience than me. She been around way before I came along. She was ranked number 1 in the amateurs, and I was ranked number 7. So with that being said, it was like, yo, she deserved this opportunity. Of course, she could have got opportunities elsewhere. Maybe, but Shadesha already said she not rematching Franchon. So who else she gonna fight? So that's why I said, let's go ahead and let's do it. Me and her are going to fight. I chose her for my opponent. I know she's tough tested. And that's what I want. I want them to see me in a very entertaining grudge match to where they can know, like, no matter what, I know how to bite down, I know how to win, and I'm a hell of a fighter. So with that, it's just, I don't know, it's like, a question is that I got for Franchon is, how you got all this smoke for me when I don't win, and then you want to be cool with a nigga Serrano and want to be cool with him? Listen, they don't even have your back. I went on YouTube because I just want to do it. And I'm looking up Franchon Crews versus Dezurn full fight. Nowhere on YouTube. I look up Franchon Crews versus Savannah Marshall. Nowhere on YouTube. They don't try to erase the whole girl legacy just because they don't want to fight against him. So it's like now that that's bringing attention to ask them, why can't we find none of your legacy fights online and they supposed to be your friends and they supposed to be cool?
One thing we know, that legacy fight is going to happen on February 22nd at Little Caesars Arena. Now let's turn it over to the standing media that's standing by. Please state who you are and what you represent and your question for the fighters.
Kyle Collison, knockouts and 3 counts, and body slam.net. I got a question both for Claressa and for Franchon. Claressa first, you know, we've heard a lot of talk already about the contract that you signed and this new run you're going to be on. What does this fight mean for you and women's boxing, for both of you guys getting to do this, to fight on such a big stage? We've covered your last 4 or 5 fights so far, and this one has by far more hype to it, more energy to it than at least the last 3 or 4. What is this fight going to mean for the beginning of this new contract and for your legacy?
Well, look at who I'm fighting. That's why the fight got so much hype. Everyone knows that she's not a pushover, and I've never looked at her as a pushover. I've always been better. Now that we here and we get ready for this fight,
Thank you.
it deserves one. With my contract, I've been able to negotiate my deals. I was a free agent for 3 months, and I talked to all the big promoters, MVP, Eddie Hearn, Win Records, Split Promotions, and it made sense with Splitter and Win Records together for me to get this big outcome. A lot was in my contract besides the $2 million that makes my deal very, very lucrative. And I want to say, one, who has a press conference with millions of dollars of cars around and is a woman fighter. So this is like what's also in my contract is everything big. And so that's what we've been doing. And now with me fighting against Franchon, you know, with my payday and her payday, I don't negotiate how much she gets paid. That's not my job. I always negotiate for me. You know what I'm saying? And with that, February 22nd, and this kind of fight deserves that kind of platform. Live on the zone, millions of watchers.
Y'all stop saying zoom in. Like, how far you want me to zoom in? You can only go so far. I'm trying to make sure y'all see everybody. Relax.
And the question I got for Franchon, you know, I got to talk to Tony Harrison ahead of his fight that he just had over.
If you can't see this, put your glasses on.
He said if there was anybody for Claressa to fight, because he knew that you weren't going to come in here with any nerves, being nervous in the spotlight due to your history. With that being said, as you step in, for a lot of people, maybe not just here in Detroit, but around the world who are going to be watching this fight, what makes Franchon Crews different and the one that's going to be able to take it from Claressa Shields?
All right. What was the last part? Making it different.
What about Franchon Crews is going to make you different to be the one to stop Claressa's run?
What makes me different? I'm just me. And I don't have smoke. This is business, but I will always call a spade. You said I was jealous and a hater. I'm never jealous of you, Claressa. From the bottom of my heart, I'm never jealous of you. So just understand that and take that with you after the fight and everything. But I'm just gonna be me. What can I do? People already think I'm gonna get knocked out. People don't like my style. Same reason she said, right? And I appreciate her bringing that to light. People try to erase what I do, and that's fine. I have ability. If they say you're great for making another one, I have the ability to keep making things great for me. If I'm singing, if I'm boxing, if I'm doing fashion, I'm gonna be great in whatever arena I'm in. So February 22nd, I'm just coming to show up and be great. And I hope my greatness is enough. I know my greatness is enough. We just have to let it happen. So be it.
Next up.
Hello, my name is Antisha King with Beautiful Machine Magazine, and my question is for the great woman right here, Claressa. How does this fight push you differently than the past fight when you beat her before?
This fight pushes me differently because of just who she is, and I know that she's dangerous. You know, they were building up this girl, they agreed to be like some type of boogie woman and saying she can knock out me and Franchon the same night and all this stuff. And I always tell myself, I'm like, well, I know dang well the girl can't beat me and she can't beat Franchon, but how she gonna knock us out? I was just real confused by that. So with her, she went on ahead and she fought against Shadaysha Green. She fought against her on the MVP card. She was the B side, and she went over there and she won, I think, a majority decision or something like that. And with her winning, it shows that you can have skill, you can have size, you can have experience. She can still figure out how to beat you. So that's what gets me up in the morning when I'm getting ready to go train. Is thinking about how, one, not how mad y'all would be if she beat me, but how mad I would be. And how I wouldn't be able to sleep me for months. Like, losing does not feel good. I lost one time in my amateur career. And it just like that's what gets me up, knowing that she's training for me, I'm training for her, and that she knows stuff that maybe I don't know, with her a little bit more of experience that she has than me. But I have more fights, I have more world championships, I'm younger, but she still is the heavyweight diva, and I respect her skills and I respect her fights, and I just want to go out there and give a good fight to everybody and show that even though she's really good and she's tough, I think I can knock her out.
Thank you to the media. So any media who has additional questions, we'll have Claressa here on the front stage. So you guys.
That day. It is February 22nd. Little Caesars Arena. History in the making. And yes, we will have a face-off of our two fighters. Well, the two fighters who are fighting for Claressa Shields' Undisputed Heavyweight Championship of the ring. Get ready for a face-off. Because when we see them again, they will be fighting for
You want your hat?
the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship of the world, Sunday, February 22nd, 2026, at Detroit's premier sports arena, Little Caesars Arena. It will be live from the global home of boxing, the Zone streaming services. Shields will return to her playing venue after she sold it out July 27, 2025. The first matchups in signing a landmark $8 million deal over the next 2 years. The event is promoted by Salida Promotions and Win Records, the first fight of this landmark $8 million deal for Claressa Shields that shattered all previous records. Tickets are on sale right now. Look at the QR code. Get your tickets while they last. Great seats are still available. Tickets on sale at 313 Presents and Ticketmaster.
Oh, Lord.
Now, ladies, it is time to put up a shut up,
Knocked it off.
get down and throw down.
Nigeria. Fix her mic. Fix her mic.
It's going to happen on February the 22nd. It will be a hollow.
She gonna be pissed.
They know each other, but they want to get it down. It is their fight. Fight fans, do you want to see them fight on the 22nd of February in Little Caesars Arena? Let me hear you say yeah!
We about to do them Let's go! Good on you, Claressa.
It is the Motor City. It is the Leader Promotion. It is My Select, Hydration, Win Record, Bet Online, 313 Presents, and Tough Shit. Don't forget, it is a Sunday you want to remember. That day will be the 22nd of February. On behalf of Win Records and Salida Promotions, we thank you all for coming out. And once again, a round of applause. We'll see you on the 22nd of February.
Do it again.
Franchon! Girl, there won't be no other fights. Let's go!
All right, thank you, ladies. Thank you.
All right, bye, y'all.